Welcome everybody, welcome to the 24-25 edition of Chipp Talk. My name is Todd Osborne, the proud superintendent of Chippewa Local Schools. And today I'll be interviewing Nate Samples, our student resource officer and works for the Doylestown Police Department. And welcome Nate.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you're the kickoff for the school year here.
Awesome.
And the first thing is, what does an SRO do?
Well, there's actually many tasks that an SRO does. We really bridge the gap in between the administration as well as the students. Pretty much we do anything that will help the students and staff to be successful in day-to-day operations. Whether that be from home visits to checking up on students, just even talking to our students and bridging that gap.
So most people look at an SRO as just being a big-time security agent in the school. Do you do more than just security work?
Absolutely. Security, it is very important and number one on my list, but it's also building relationships between the students and the staffs to make sure that Chippewa can be as good as it can be.
How else do you help Chippewa?
There's many things that I do on top of coaching sports. I do extracurricular activities. Pretty much anything the community asks, I'm all for it.
What sports do you coach?
Actually, I'm currently coaching the high school football team. I coach linebackers, running backs, long snappers.
That's awesome. So you're an SRO, you work for the Doylestown Police Department, you coach after school.
Yes.
Seems like a busy guy.
Very, very busy guy. And that's just a couple things that I do. I also coach basketball in the winter for our Special Forces basketball team. And this year we're branching out into unified schools, which Chippewa is a proud member of this year. We'll be joining with Norwayne and Waynedale also to create unified teams.
That's awesome. Parents, do you cringe when parents contact you, or do you look forward to the fact that a parent walks up to you and says, hey, could you help me out with something?
I actually love parent interaction. I'm a parent myself, so I look at helping each parent as best as I can, and there's sometimes I just can't help out, but I can steer you in the right direction to getting that help you need.
Now, what do you say to kids that are afraid of you because you are a police officer?
We get that a lot, and some parents like, hey, behave or you're going to go to jail. Well, that's not what I'm about. I'm about high fives, hugs, being there for the students when they're having a rough day. Sometimes they don't want to talk to parents. Sometimes they don't want to talk to teachers, but I'm just another ear to be there.
So I want to scroll back in here with Nate. He does a fantastic job. We do appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
The after-school stuff is probably just as important as during the school day things. But when we move into the construction piece, one of the first things that all the construction managers will have to deal with is officer samples from the start as to where they're at in the building, if they're allowed to be in the building, who has the proper clearance to be in there, and Nate will be in charge of that in meeting with all the construction managers. Thank you, Chips. Thanks for tuning in. We have a great year. Look forward to next month.